shots would eventually fall for us. And man, shout out to Chris in the fourth quarter, man. He went crazy. I don't know how much he had. I know it was at least 20, right? So he did his thing for sure.
So what is that like to watch? I guess compared now, considering the stakes, versus when you saw him maybe get hot like that.
I see it every day, bro. I see it every day. He's a load, man. One-on-one. He's tough. Gets to his spot. He makes his shots. He puts the time, man. I see him every day. He does the same thing every day. I've been watching, Chris, Giannis, and Drew every day. They're big with doing the same thing, doing their routines, getting their reps in, and, it shows on the court. He's a confident basketball player. He takes those shots and he makes them. Sometimes when he misses, he's still a good shot because, we all have the utmost confidence in him.
The fact that he isn't like overwhelmingly athletic, like what does that kind of say to you?
I mean, shoot, to me, when you first come into the league, in the combine, they do all these tests, the verticals and sprint and things like that, but you can't test what's inside of somebody. That's the one thing that you can't test in the league. You can't test somebody's heart. You can't test, how much time they put into the game and all that. So, he's a big time, hard worker. Hard work always pays off at the end of the day. When you dedicate yourself, when you sacrifice, I see it every day, man. He doesn't go out, doesn't do anything. He's all basketball, and he's all in. And, that's one thing that you can't test when guys come into the league is, if they're going to put the time in, if they're going to dedicate themselves to this game.
I know you're someone that really likes the art of basketball. What do you appreciate about his footwork? It just seems like...
Yeah, it's crazy, man. He could get to his spot and knock it down. It doesn't matter if the guy's over him or not. He's just locked in on his shot. He makes tough shots, man. He's a tough shot maker, man. He's made tough shots all year and even in these playoffs, man. He's hit some big shots for us to, propel us to wins. We need that for him, going forward as well, man, continuing on our path to try to win this championship.
For you personally, what were you thinking about getting that post up on Lou Will? It felt like every time you saw him on the floor, it was, I'm going to get down.
Nah, that's just me. I'm a thirsty basketball fan. I like to score the basketball. That's just me, man. If I, feel like I have a matchup, I'm trying to run to the rim and seal and, go up. They didn't do a good job of getting back tonight. So, we watched film the last couple of days and they've done the same thing. So just trying to run to the rim, sit in the paint and just go up with the basketball. And, we've been doing that and pricing that all year, and, it worked out tonight.
Hey, Bobby, Joe Barton from The Athletic. I don't mean right now in the moment, because obviously everything's very exciting. But all year, what's it been like to be a Milwaukee Buck compared to some of the other clubs?
It's way different, man. With me, I appreciated the journey, man. When you first come into the league, obviously when you get drafted to a team, you love that team to death. Like I love the Bulls. That's a lifelong dream of mine. Like I was in Arkansas for 20 years of my life, and then my first big city and first city I lived in besides Arkansas was Chicago. So it was I loved it. But the one thing that you can't really compare is championship aspirations, man. When you're on a tanking team or losing team, you create bad habits and you do things, the wrong way. And sometimes coach lets you slide on things because, you're just playing to play. When I came here, everything matters. Like the low man matters, help the helper, everything. Coach is on me about everything. So it makes you lock in more and it makes you appreciate day by day that much better. And, just how hard the guys work, how locked in they is, make me lock in even more too because when I step out there, I don't want to let my teammates down, knowing that I wasn't ready. I'll go out there and try to give them my all for these guys.
You mentioned, when you talk about Chris, that he doesn't go out, he just shows up and plays.
Yeah.
And I think when you talk to some other guys who played here over the years, it's kind of like that. It seems like a very low drama organization.
Yeah.
It's pretty quiet. Has that been your...
Because it's a smaller city, man. I played in the big markets, man. I played Chicago, man. When you play on the big market teams, you get all the, they want the big star, they want the big time names and things like that. Here, it's not about that. We're just locked in with one another. We all on one accord. We all get along with each other. We all hang out with each other. We all, know each other's family. Like it's a big time family oriented organization. And I'm happy to be here and be a part of it. It just makes me come in and makes my day, makes my job easier to do. When I come in, I know every day I can come in and talk to him about more than just basketball. I can talk about real life situations, and that makes the game much more better for me.
Not sure if you know the
Yeah.
Bobby, this team needed toughness going into the season. You're a tough player.
Yeah.
You, TJ, you at this spot. What does it mean for you to be embraced in this way, for you to be your full self and not have to hold anything back, and you can just be the Bobby Portis that you telling everybody to work with?
Just it feels good, man. But at the same time, we still have a job to do. But to answer your question, man, it just makes me, like I said, makes my job that much easier, knowing that I can just be myself every day. I don't have to, sugarcoat anything or maybe just tone it down a little bit. They want me to be me. So having guys and having teammates and coaches that believe in me and trust in me to go out there and be myself every day just makes it that much funner to go out there and play the game with passion. I worked entirely hard. I was off 10 months. I sacrificed a lot over those 10 months, and I'm just happy that the hard work is paying off and the sacrifice is too.
Do you feel like you sort of, I won't say gassed up Chris and Giannis, but that your toughness kind of rubbed off on them a little bit back?
I just try to bring energy every day. Like one thing about me, man, when they call me BP, I'm like the gas, man. You go to the gas station, I'm always gonna have some energy and some gas for you, man. So that's just what I do. I go out there and just play my role, be myself every day, and just try to bring some juice off the bench, man. I know my role. I play my role to the best of my abilities. While I'm making shots or not, I'm still gonna play hard and give it my all. And that's all that you can really ask of a player in this league is go out there, do his assignment, and play hard in his role.
Bobby, you talk a lot about work ethic or working hard. What are some of the maybe small differences that separate someone who's a really hard worker from someone who just shows up, still works, but isn't that? What are those differences?
Can you ask the question again one more time?
You have to work hard to get to the league.
Yeah.
But what are the differences between the hard work you're talking about that maybe Giannis and Chris put in that separates themselves?
Just a sacrifice, man. Them guys sacrifice. I've been on teams where, like some of the best players might go out or might do things out of the ordinary. Obviously, it's COVID protocols, but those guys really sacrifice, man. They dedicate themselves to this game. They do all the extra things. They take care of their bodies. They get on the table every day, get to stretch and get in the cold tub. They do all the things necessary for them to play at a high level. Being with that and being around that just makes me do the same thing. I just try to follow their path, follow their lead, so I can, be the best I can be in my position, in my role. So I think what separates guys at this level, at their level that they're at their all-star level and superstar level that they're at, is just their sacrifice. Some guys, are great guys and they're talented, but they don't sacrifice to be and to get the full potential out of themselves. And I think those guys put the time in too, but the sacrifice is the biggest thing in life, man. When you want to be the best you can be, you have to sacrifice in, some of the things that you want to do. Maybe it's going out, maybe it's family time, whatever it is. Man, them guys are super locked in on trying to win a championship. And I think when Jeff Teague and PJ first came here, they like, damn, nobody told me what look like. Nobody said anything. Y'all watch film every day. They were joking around like, damn, y'all really locked in. And it's been fun, man, on this journey this year. Appreciate y'all.